Let's go. This your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best thing. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
Alright. Welcome to a new episode of Awesome Entertainment. I got a special guest with me, Brittany. We just watched the movie. We were hyped.
Yeah.
Big question. What did you think of Sinners?
I thought Sinners was great. I thought it was a good blend of like a timepiece, horror, and what else? I just felt like it was a good kind of horror type genre that made it more relevant to like Black people.
Okay. So it was the vibe.
It was the vibe.
I like the music. The music was fire.
It was timely. I like that. I like the scene where all the little genres blended. That was a cool scene.
I was kind of shocked when the dude in the rock clothes was standing in there. I was like, the hell is he doing?
Were you like, oh my God, I was fucked up now.
I was like, I don't know where this is going. Mm-hmm. But it was okay. It was all right. I was like, they incorporated everything.
Yeah.
So what was the best part of the movie?
I don't know. I feel like the best part for me was the end.
The end? Which end? There's the four ends.
The first ending. The very first ending before the credits.
All right, so this is a spoiler alert. I forgot. This is a spoiler warning. So we're gonna go into it. You talking about we shot up all the white people?
Listen, you described it that way. I thought it was just closure for everything.
Ah, man. So that was what I did on it. I was like, so this dude made a movie where all the Black folks get killed, and then it was like, oh shit. Let me add something to the end. And we gonna spread a bunch of white people. I was like, this was not necessary for the.
It did not further the plot. No, it did not. I think it might have been just put there because somebody wanted to just shoot white people.
What you mean? Whatever. I mean, it's like that. He killed all the Black folks, so shit. You gotta kill some white people at least.
Wow.
So what was the worst part of the movie? How about that?
The worst part? I don't know. I really liked all of it. And I'm struggling to find a worst part.
Do you have no negative things to say? Any critiques if you were...
I mean, no. I think it was very original and I'm not in the space to critique something like that.
It was definitely original. I can give you that. It was nothing like I've seen
before.
In a long time at least.
And to think that was just, because of somebody's imagination, I think it's dope.
Yeah, it was good. There was a different spin on vampires. Did they always have a hive mind like that?
I don't know. Maybe to some extent. I also feel like I don't know. I haven't seen like a vampire movie like that.
So if you're giving it a score on a scale of 10.
10? I think it would be an 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
That's good.
I think so.
I give it 7.8. I give it 7.8.
I also surprisingly agree with that. I get it.
Like, it was good. I just like
a 7 and 8. A 7 and an 8.
I really like the second the first end credit scene.
Okay.
The second one was just him playing the guitar. The first one where it's like, oh, he's still alive. And they're cool, but they're not gonna kill you. They're like, nah, we cool on it.
I'm like,
but when he was like, that was like the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Followed by the worst night of my life. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of interesting.
That's stressful.
Yeah.
Reminisce on the best day you ever had, but it being the worst. That's crazy.
So, who was your favorite character?
I think I like Delroy Lindo's character. I just thought he was funny. Delroy Lindo.
What's his name? Delta Slim?
Mm-hmm, something like that.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Right.
Like, that dude was hilarious.
I'm like, what accent is that?
Yeah, I liked him. I did like Sammy for the most part.
I don't know why he got on my nerves.
I just feel like he was simping over a girl he just met, bro. You just met her.
It's true.
It's been 24 hours. That's somebody else's wife. First off.
Exactly.
Like,
where's your husband at?
Y'all was out here committing adultery. Y'all should have been the ones burning up. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
But
we got the wrong one. Who died that you thought, oh, that's definitely a spoiler, my bad.
We got spoilers. We're in spoilers.
Was there anything that you felt like you would change as far as like somebody that died?
I would have liked to see a more, first off, the final fight, the vampires rushing in, there's 8 of y'all. And there's like 50 of them. I was like, there's no way y'all are winning this. One, they're vampires. They should be faster and stronger. And
for years.
Like, nah. So they should have died. I would have left more people to fight that fight, at least.
Yeah, why everybody just leave?
And I think it would, even though his
Before y'all
brother
figure shit out.
Yeah, I feel like even though his brother, they just sent everybody into the dark.
Yeah, it could have been the killer. Like, oh, everybody just get out of here.
Well,
my brother's dead, and we think it's this woman, but
and she just ran out. So you sent everybody else behind her. Like,
it's doing weird shit. But go back to your homes. We haven't figured this shit out yet.
It's safe out there. You're good.
I'm like, I'm leaving when y'all leaving.
Yeah. I think it would have been cool if they didn't have his brother as a vampire and they were both fighting back. You know, we have.
I thought that was the case.
You know, some two
that scene
brothers kicking ass.
I definitely thought that scene with the Tommy gun was different than what was on the previous. But that's not a spoiler.
Yeah, we're doing spoilers, Brittany. We can let them know. If you ain't seen the movie, it's too late. I already told you everything.
We talking about it already.
Yeah, I'll put a spoiler warning. They'll know.
Don't hate me.
Nah. So let me see, because I gotta remember certain parts of the movie.
Those remind me of little cave hieroglyphs.
These are just the shadows.
That was a textual sculpture.
Baby.
I feel like there was a lot going on.
There's so much to like digest.
Yes. So many layers.
Why did they just kill the? Is she 1/8 black? Is that what she is? I was trying to do the math on her blackness.
I'm like, why are we doing this?
I was trying. She's like, oh, my mom's dad was half black. I'm like, I was doing math the whole movie. Like, she's 1/8, she's 1/16. What is it?
Why didn't she just say that?
Thanks.
Fucking dramatic.
All right, so you're not black. That's what you're telling me. So
you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Nah.
You're like, oh, she family. I'm like, nah. She they family. She only 1/8 family, man. Nah, I mean, she did all right, but like, why did they just kill her at the end? I didn't understand why she had to make it to the end.
That's a good point. Why didn't they kill her?
Was that his kid that she was breastfeeding during his? Was he in his hallucination? Was he hallucinating or was he going to the?
No,
crossing over.
He was. I think it was both.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, that was supposed to be his lost baby with his wife that he ends up.
Okay,
seeing.
And he was with.
She said, there's someone waiting for me. That's why she wanted to check out. But then since he's leaving now, she's like, I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I was confused at the beginning when he started sleeping with her. I thought he was with Haley Steinfeld.
I really thought it was both of them, and it was the same twin that was just hoeing around.
Yeah, and then I was like, wait a minute, they friends or they family? She's saying they family, and I'm like, does she know that he's with the white girl? I was like, what's going on?
They definitely did, though. The one that ended up cheating was her man. The black lady's man. The one that ended up cheating.
The one that died?
Yeah.
The one that turned?
Yeah.
That was her man? I thought the one that was still alive was her man.
No, because the one that cheated...
Because he saw her when she...
is the one that is married. Or partnered off with a black lady. Because that was originally her man. And then when the white girl came along, she was like, you can cheat on your brother or whatever. You can cheat your brother, you can steal whatever. It's because she knew that wasn't the twin that she was originally with. You know what I mean?
Is that what happened? They switched?
They didn't switch because he never hunched on the black lady. It was just the black lady's man that hunched on the quadroon.
But he was dead. I thought the guy that was with Haley
was what?
Was
the survivor or
was originally
the one that turned?
That was never with the black lady. I feel like I thought, what's his name? Stack was the one who lived, because I know that was what it said on his knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No, that's wrong.
Yeah,
Stack died.
Stack died. Yeah. So Smoke was the one who.
Yeah, Smoke was with.
Well, no.
The black lady.
Smoke died. Stack got turned.
Facts. Yes, that's true. Right.
Because I was like, wait, they both died, didn't they? Technically.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
But Stack was the one who was a vampire.
Yes.
And he was with both girls.
Yes.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I thought Smoke was with the other girl. Mm-hmm. So when he saw the hallucination, he saw her.
You're right. Wait a minute.
Because when he was dying, he was looking at her and she's breastfeeding. And like, he wouldn't be looking at his brother's girl breastfeeding. Or would he?
I think he would. I am really trying to remember this.
I just didn't
because I feel like I thought the one that, because that was the whole point of her coming to him and saying like, you could do something you're not supposed to do for a night because I'm already talking to your brother.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I don't know which was the right answer. This is like,
I don't either.
I felt like they weren't clear on.
It's very fuzzy.
Yeah, I'm like, you should have just used Jonathan Majors so I know which dude is which. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, yeah, it was his guy, his girl.
It's a Spider-Man meme, like pointing. Yeah. That was rough. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they expected too much out of the audience, but it's like, we come here for the escapism and now, we're doing too much escaping. It felt like we were on the edge of what was allowable in a 2-hour period.
What do you mean?
As far as like twists and turns of the story.
Yeah. Well, when you have the same guy playing two people, it's like it gets confused. And then their names starts with S's, Stack and Smoke. It's like, bro, name somebody fire or something. It was like Elijah and something else. Yeah. Shave a mustache, shave a beard.
Something. Have a notch in the eyebrow.
Yeah. So we know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe if they had there had to be something of continuity between like each scene so that we could determine like, oh, this is this twin's tail, this is the other twin's tail.
Yeah.
Like, maybe an eyebrow or a color or
your earring, something, bro. A hat. One wears a hat, one doesn't.
Something.
Yeah, I don't know. But I wish everybody didn't die at the end.
That is a valid point that you brought up several times.
I seen it coming. I was just like,
you saw it coming? I definitely did. Well, no. When she said, "Come on in," I was like, "She fucked it up for everybody."
I mean, I felt like the Asian people were random. Is that me? Is that weird to say? I'm like, why were they there? Out of all,
because they were there in history, weren't they?
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
Were they?
I think so. I know, well, maybe I'm biased because I felt like being from California that they definitely...
certain places, but they were in the South. I didn't know there was a bunch of Asian people.
Actually, no, that doesn't surprise me. No, it doesn't surprise me because there's a bunch in like Jamaica. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, like they be all over the place.
Okay. Well,
settling down.
See, I learned something from Sin. At least we was educational, entertaining, graphic, violent.
It was violent. It was kind of almost like Quentin Tarantino type violence.
Yeah,
it's like spraying out.
Squirting everywhere.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be my pick artistically, but I ain't making a movie.
When Delta cut his wrist and was like basically gonna suicide himself, I thought he was gonna like throw down a fire thing, like a thing.
Trap?
Yeah,
like just gets consumed.
It just got ate up, and I was like,
you're like, that was so pointless.
They're just like, oh, we all can't eat you at once. Let's move on and go get some more people. I'm like, I thought he was gonna take somebody out.
Sure.
That was easy. Why they all just give up like that? We get this done in 30 minutes.
Give up. Okay, what's gonna happen?
Is that a rule for vampires that they need to be invited in?
I've never heard that before.
I feel
like that might have like
heard of it, but I didn't know it was environment. I thought it was like, I mean, they do that on From, so kind of. Wait, no, they have to have the talisman.
Yeah. Did they be inviting themselves in?
And then they invite their own selves in.
That's crazy. That shit. The first time I watched it, I didn't know what the fuck I was watching, but that's for another day. But
no, you can talk about it. All right. So which one's better, From or Sinners?
From.
Hey, I agree.
I feel like Sinners. I kind of knew what was going to happen after a certain point, but From, I like season to season. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
My God. Yeah. Did you finish season 3?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I was still very confused.
I'm shook. When what's his smiley face and ass
I thought we just got rid of your ass.
He said,
and they can be reborn.
I ain't coming back. I'm coming back.
Mm. I'm like, how could we have stopped this? Like, if she just would have stopped eating that stuff, it would have just died.
I would have killed her. See, that's the problem with From. I would have just killed everybody. I would have been a crash out, and they would have been like, yeah, this is a problem. The first person I wanted to kill was the old lady Tilly. Just because she was creepy, and then she brought out the tarot card, I was like, nah, blast her. Old girl eating a rider fruit, blast her.
Yes, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, she would have to go.
And then the big black kid that want to kidnap and I can help you people. I would have blasted him too.
Like, he was really stealing people. Sir.
So, well, anyway, that's Sinners.
You gotta feed the baby. Okay.
Sinners. That's From.
I like the fact that they made the vampires look like actual monsters. I love the glowy eyes. I love the spiky teeth instead of just like the fangs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the universally attractive, like, chiseled face. I hate that vampire aesthetic.
The handsome Squidward face.
Yes. So I like that these ones actually look like creepy. Like, you don't need too many cues to know this is something you should avoid.
And they didn't really show the neck biting like that. Like, all the angles were like, you can just, what's happening.
You know what's going on. Yeah.
So, no, that was cool.
A lot. Yeah, I feel like that also pertained like their powers and stuff. Because obviously they can fly.
Yeah. They didn't really use their powers like for vampires at all.
Mm-mm. I feel like the backstory they gave about the music, they could have gave about the vampires.
They said the movie was originally supposed to be about music, and it just happens to have vampires in it.
I mean, it felt that way, but it felt forced. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta throw this music.
Oh,
tie it together at the end. I
was cool with the music, and then the Irish music kind of came in. I was like, why we got the Irish dude singing so much?
Battle of the Bands here.
Like, why does he get so much?
That's a good question.
Like, we good on that. You could have had a little bit singing, but
you need to give him 2 lines max.
Move on. Go back to the Barry White teenager.
Barry White teenager. Deep ass one.
Oh, look at this kid. What's up? I'm sorry. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you.
You think it's terrible?
It does make me upset. No, that was very upsetting to me because I was like, why can't he talk normal? Like, take a breath. It was stressing me out.
It's like, nigga, chew your food, man.
Like, you gotta talk to him, bro. Like, you gotta lower your head.
But I felt like he was kind of leaning into it. Is that just me? Because sometimes it wasn't as bad, and sometimes it was like, damn, that's hard.
Yeah, like doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yes. I think so too. But I feel like maybe that was like the creative direction of whatever.
So like, do that take again, but do your voice deeper.
Can't hear you. That's what it sounds like you're trying to do. Be deep and loud enough to be heard. With the song they gave him too, I'm like, I can't.
But he didn't drop the guitar, which I didn't understand. You went through all that. You went back to your daddy's church. You bust in there. He's like, drop the guitar, son. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep doing this thing.
He said, I just want to interrupt your service.
I'm like, bruh.
That's what you wanted him to do?
Drop the guitar?
Drop the guitar?
I would have dropped the guitar.
Like, go back to being a preacher?
Yeah, at least pick up the gospel music, pick up a banjo or something.
We don't know what happened between that time. He just got old. That's all we know.
My voice attracted vampires. I wouldn't speak again. I'd be a mute. I'd be doing sign language. I wouldn't say another word.
What a life.
Like, nah.
No, that's a good point. I felt like, wasn't there a point where they said that they were after him, but then they had a chance to go after him and they didn't do it?
No, he said he was the one he wants. Because he was like, you can just give me Sammy. We'll let y'all live.
Yeah, but wasn't he at some point inside and he still didn't go after just Sammy?
I don't know. I think he was
trying to get who he could get.
He was getting everybody squadding up.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they thought that the black lady, like, her death about everybody else's was so tragic. Was she like extra powerful? If she would have turned?
Which one?
The voodoo lady.
Oh, he promised that he would kill her.
Yeah, but why did everybody look so disappointed when she got killed? Even though it was killing.
Because she's the only one who know what
what they are?
She's the only one who knew what the hell was going on. Like, get some garlic, stab through the heart, do this. And when she dies, it's like, shit, we don't know what we better hope the rest of this stuff work, because
if they absorb her knowledge, then maybe it's useful.
Maybe. But everybody should have died. There's no way he would have made it out. They were outnumbered by vampires.
Who's going to tell the story otherwise?
I just figured they were gonna, like, when what's her face threw that weak ass fire bottle and he tossed that shit to the side.
Yeah, now that would have pissed me off. I would have did a rage charge.
I thought the whole bar was gonna catch on fire, and then we can burn some of them while we're in here.
That
was like,
smart.
Nah, it was like, we're gonna beat these vampires.
With their fists. That's crazy. Because why would you? You think they've survived thousands of years? They don't got hands?
They're like, these hands are rated like A for all ages. What, like,
yes.
medieval times, colonial times.
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
that's a bad idea. What?
Do you still stick with the 8.5?
Did I say 8.5?
I said 8.5. I said 7.8.
Nah, I feel like a solid 8 is like
solid 8. I talked her down, talked her out of it.
8 is good.
8 is fantastic.
8 is passing. 8 is doing good.
It was a good movie, but I feel like there's gonna be so many memes. It was a very memeable movie. Every scene to me was like a meme.
It was.
I was like, you could meme this.
Some of this feels a little forced because I'm like, you just landed a little bit too hard on the money. On the jokes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't.
The concept was really good.
Yeah. Because I was like, this whole movie, I could clip this into like 400 memes. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was great though, but I think an 8 is a perfect.
All right, we'll give it an 8. That's a great score. What'd you give Captain America?
A 2.
2?
2.
You couldn't get the 3?
I hated it so much. I hated it so much. I wish I could rate it negatives.
Damn, you can. I mean, you give it a 0.
It needs more than a 0. Like, a 0 is not enough to convey my disappointment. First of all, you already know what I want to say.
Say it.
I fucking hate Anthony Mackie. I hate him so much.
Damn.
I hate his stupid little face.
Damn.
I just feel like he brought nothing to the character. He actually took away from it, and then it pissed me off.
Damn, Mackie, come with it, man.
I hate him so much.
What about the Red Hulk? He was alright?
I wish there was more of the Red Hulk.
Okay.
And also, Harrison Ford.
What? He did great. He's fantastic.
You don't have like an AARP set up, or?
Come on, man.
I love him, but I'm like, I am not getting like vicious, angry Hulk vibes from you. Like, I feel like your Hulk would morph and it'd
be like frail.
it'd be soft. Not even frail, just like a little squishy.
Oh my goodness.
Like, didn't max out.
Harrison Ford like that's Indiana Jones.
I feel so bad for saying it, but he could slide. Anthony Mackie cannot.
Oh damn.
It just comes back to him. He ruins the whole movie for me.
Well, there you have it.
That's what Jonathan Majors should have pushed for. Like, y'all got this. I can do that.
Yeah, bring back Jonathan Majors.
Fuck ass nigga. But yeah,
Right.
bring him back. Oh, that made me so upset. I won't get started.
All right, yeah, I gotta cut the video.
Sorry.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Click a link, subscribe, scan the QR code. We out. Don't play with my patience, man, they gone with the flow when they tryna fake it. That's not the way I roll, that's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's